If you just recollect back in the previous sessions, we have just started with ortho projections, and also we did problems based on projections of points. And I told you that the purpose of drawing the ortho projections is to visualize an object. But whatever we have seen until now, you know that we have considered only two principal planes of projections, that is vertical plane and horizontal plane. That is, we are looking the object from the front, which is projected onto the vertical plane, then looking from above and projecting onto horizontal plane, so that we used to get top view and front view. And with that top view and front view, as you can see, I can visualize the object. But let us say if I have an object wherein you have some detailing as given in the side object, because if I look from the front and the top, I can see details only corresponding to the portion which is nearer to the observer, which can be seen by the observer. So that is possible only in the case of either I can see from the front view, I can see from the front, or I can see from the top. Let us say you have some details this side, or let us say you have some details here. Especially you know that the objects what were considered in general will be having complicated shapes. For example, if you just consider a mobile phone. So mobile phone, they have given a lot of forms there, so that you need to see the each and every part very neatly. So if I want to do that, it is required for us to see the object from the side also. Okay, now let us say if you want to see from the side, let us say as we have seen earlier, we have seen the object looking from the front, from the above. And again, ortho projections, I will view from the front object and projected onto the corresponding planes. Okay, now if I want to view the object from the side, now in this particular case, I need to consider another plane also. So what will be that particular plane consider? Let us say I want to view the object from this side. That is, for the observer, I am looking from left. So once I look from the left, this is the object, then I need to project it. So where do you project it? To project it, we want one plane. So that plane, which is perpendicular to both horizontal plane and vertical plane, can be considered as a profile plane, or I can say simply PP. So thereby, in this particular class or in this particular session, I will be giving the concepts corresponding to this profile plane. Okay, now as you can see, the profile plane which I may have to consider, either for the observer, he can look from the left. So once he look from the left, which is projected onto the plane which is other side. So that plane is on which side now? I am viewing from left, but that particular plane will be onto my right side. We consider that plane as right profile plane. So I can simply say that for the observer, I can consider two profile planes. Either it can be, which is to the right, can be considered as right profile plane, which I will consider onto my left, or to the observer can be considered as left profile plane. Okay, so now let us consider by projecting into one of these principal planes. Okay, now as usual, let me consider the two planes which you considered in the previous classes. So what are the planes we considered? We considered two planes. One is vertical plane and the other plane is horizontal plane, which we have already well versed with. We considered these two planes. So this is vertical plane, and we considered this as a horizontal plane, and as usual, this is the position of the observer, that is the observer looking from the front. Now, as I was saying, if I want to view the object to get more details from the side also, I told you that I need to consider another plane. Now, if you consider that plane, so that plane will be with reference to VP and HP, how it will be positioned? You can just see, you can see VP, HP, they are at 90 degrees. So what about this particular third plane if you want to consider? If you can just see that third particular plane, which is known as a profile plane, will be perpendicular to both HP as well as VP. So let me consider that now. Let us see, I just considered this particular, so obviously you can see these two are perpendicular and this particular plane is perpendicular to these two. Now you can just observe here, this particular profile plane is perpendicular to both HP as well as VP. Now since they are perpendicular to these two vertical plane, horizontal plane, this is known as a profile plane. But with reference to observer, anyway always remember observer position cannot be changed. For the observer, as you can observe, this particular profile plane is towards its right side. Now since it is its right side, we consider this particular PP as RPP, that is right profile plane. Similarly, if we consider this side, we are going to get left profile plane. Now let us consider a point which is above HP, let us say in front of VP, and it is from RPP. That may say that if you just remember in the previous sessions when I consider VP and HP distances, I need to remember two distances, that is I need to consider H distances and D distances. Now we will consider the reference to RPP also. So that particular distance, let us say I will consider some S distance. Okay, now let me do that. And anyway, I will just for the clarity, let me consider this particular plane as right. So let me consider point. Okay, now let us consider we have a point A. Now as you can see, point A is, now anyway you tell me which is in which quadrant? Now as you can see, this point A is above HP and it is in front of VP. That may say that this particular point A is in first quadrant. So now again let me mention the distances. So now this particular point is above HP. By what distance you can see? This is above HP by a distance equal to H. Okay. Then this particular point A with reference to VP, it is, I can say it is in front of VP by what distance? I can say this distance. So what is this? We consider this as D distance. Now we have added one more distance. So what is the distance here? That particular distance is from RPP. So let me consider this distance also. So let us say this distance is some S distance. Is it okay? Now remember, in the case of front view, in the case of a point is in first quadrant, I told you that always the point or the object should be in between the observer and the plane. Now I need to follow the same convention whether I am looking from the front, whether I am looking from the above, or whether I am looking from the side. Okay, now already we know that. If I look from the front, observer, object, then plane. Again, if you look from the top, above, observer, object, and the HP plane. Now, if I want to view this particular point A, where I should view the object, whether I need to view the object from this side or from that side. I will tell you both the cases. Let us say if I view from left side, observer, object, and the plane. Let us say if I view from right side, because already we know that we consider these planes to be transparent now. So if I view from here, observer, plane and object. But we know that in first angle projection, always the object should be in between. So it is mandated that I need to view this object from left only. So I will just indicate that also. Let us say I am viewing from left. And of course this is viewing from top. Okay, now as I told you just now, I need to draw the projections onto the corresponding planes now. Let us have a look from the front. This is point A. I have drawn the projector and which will intersect the vertical plane. We will get A dash. Okay, now let us have a look from the top, that is above. If I look from the above, this is the object, this is the horizontal plane. I will project it so that I will get this point to be A. Okay. Now I told you just now, to to draw the side view, I need to view from left only. Why should view from the left? Because in first angle projection, object should be always between the observer and the plane. So, I am viewing from left side and projected onto which plane? Reference plane, that is RPP, right profile plane. Okay, now I will view like this. This is the object projected here. So that I will get this point to be again A. But now tell me, already we have A dash here. Front view. A. Top view. Here let us have put A double dash. So convention, always remember, if I put double prime means it has to be side view point. If it is a single prime means front view point. If it is simply without any prime means it is on, of course they are all small letters. Top view. Okay, now what is the next step? The next step is I need to draw the orthographic projections. Now to draw the orthographic projections, as usual already we have seen by drawing top view and front view by rotating this. So I will not take much time about because already we know this. So I will just rotate HP like this because always you know that when I wanted to rotate the planes, I need to rotate the plane such that the first and third quadrant should open out. So I need to follow the same pattern. Okay, anyway, once I do like this, you can see that where VP, HP on the same plane. So that front view will be above XY line and top view will be below XY line. And let me draw that. I will draw the XY line. Okay. Now the front view point will come above the XY line. A dash, projector should be light. Let us say this is A. Then as usual, this distance is H distance and this distance is D distance. You can just see this. If you just rotate, I rotated this now. So this is H. I have indicated this is H. This is H. This is also H. That means this distance is H here. Similarly, this is D. What about this then? Because they are all parallel to one another now. So this is D. So once I rotate, these two vertical projectors will become on a single line. That is the reason we used to say that when you draw the ortho projections, both top view and front view should be on the same line, and that line is considered as a projector. Okay, now we have just drawn the front view and top view. Now we have also added another plane, that is right profile plane. Now how do you rotate it? Common sense. I rotate it in this way. How do you rotate this? Or you going to rotate like this or in the other way? Because if I rotate like this, what will happen? If I rotate like this, it overlaps with front view. Already we have the front view now. See, anyway, the purpose of drawing orthographic is to understand and to have the clarity. So obviously if I just rotate in this way, both top view, front view and side view will come on the same plane, which I don't want. So the only option is what? I need to rotate this in the other direction. That is, I will rotate in this way. By how much will rotate this particular RPP? I will rotate RPP by 90 degrees. So once I rotate this RPP by 90 degrees, both your vertical plane and horizontal plane will be here only on the flat surface. Now we just observe one more thing. Anyway, we have known that this will come on that side. Anyway, we have written XY line. Now, what is XY line I told you? XY line is the intersection of HP and VP. If I look from the front, horizontal plane seen as a line. If I look from the top, our vertical plane seen as a line. And again, if I look from the front, how is this RPP seems to be? How is RPP now? This RPP is vertical to both VP as well as HP. Since they are vertical, they will be seen as a line which is perpendicular to XY line. We consider that as X1, Y1 line. Now the next question. Anyway, we have seen that RPP, which is represented as X1, Y1, will come on to the right side. Remember, when we have RPP, it will come on the right side of this top view and front view. If I say LPP, that is left profile plane, means it has to come on the left side of the top view and front view. Okay, now anyway we decided that it should come on to the right side. Where do you put it? Here, where? Just see the figure and tell me. You can just see this. Okay, if I view this, I said this is S. What is this distance I said? This particular point is S distance from RPP. Okay, that is, this distance is S distance. This is also S distance. This one, just see this. This is S I said. So this is S. What about this then? This is S. So I should take this S distance from what to what. Anyway, I told you that this particular intersection will indicate your x1, y1 line. And what is this distance? I said this distance should be S. Because this is S, this is S. So if this is S, then where do you get x1, y1 line then? I should x1, y1 line from a distance of S from the top view, front view projector. Okay, so what I do then? So what I do is, from this particular projector, I will take S distance, then I will mark this. So I will call this as x1, y1, and we have indicated this distance. What is this distance? Just now I said S distance. Is it clear? Okay, now where do you get your A double dash? Because anyway I need to mark the side view point. Okay, so where do you get side view point? Now as you can see, this plane, they are perpendicular. Okay, now anyway we have this projector. I can draw this projector up to this. Now what about these two projectors we have shown here? See, similar to what here I told you that in top view and front view. This is projector, this is projector, perpendicular. Once I rotate, they will become on the same line. Similarly now, this distance and this distance, they are perpendicular. Once I rotate, what will happen to this particular two vertical projectors, the perpendicular projectors? They will become parallel. Or simply I can say that your A double dash will be in line with front view. So then what do you do then? I will simply draw a projector to this. Or I can say that it is at a distance of H distance from the XY line. Okay. Now, anyway I need to get this. Anyway this distance is H distance only. So let us say I mark H distance. Now, which is the other distance I should get now? I need to get the D distance. So that is, now I can say that, always remember, in the side view, OY represents HP and OX1 represents VP. Okay, now obviously I need to measure this distance. So what distance I need to measure now? As you can see from this case, you can just see this. I have just marked this S distance now. Now I need to mark this top view. So what is the top view distance I have shown? I have just shown that as D distance. That is a D distance I need to show this. You can just see this. This is D. Okay, so I need to show that D distance. So what is the D distance then? Which is from which point to which point? This is the same projector. See, everything is same projector. This is D. This is also D only. D, D, D. So this is S. This should be equal to what then? D distance. So I will measure D from here. Then I will mark this. So this distance should be equal to what then? D distance. Now intersection of this line and that line will get A double dash. But strictly speaking, let us say this is a simple problem wherein we have only one point. Let us say if an object, having some 8 corners, then to measure these distances, 8 distances becomes very, very difficult for you. So which is the simplest way of getting this D distance? Where do you have this D distance? See, D distance available already in the top view. See, already we have in the top view D distance now. So I need to transfer this D distance from here to here. Now I have just done only by measuring this and putting this. Now I want to show this D distance by a procedure. So how do you do that? That is, I need to transfer this D distance into this side view. The simplest way of getting that particular distance D is, I will consider this a 45 degree line. I will draw this 45 degrees line. Now once I draw this 45 degrees line, then what you should do is draw a projector and draw a projector. Let us see this. That is, to transfer this d distance, we are going to draw this 45 degrees line. So now I can say that wherever you have the, because now I am just going to tell you the procedure to get the side view point. Okay, so always you can remember that wherever you have the front view, I will get the, in line with that I will get the side view. Okay, that is h distance is I got. And wherever you have the top view, now I need to transfer this d distance. To transfer this d distance, I will consider this 45 degrees line. Okay. So because some books what they do is they can also consider like this also, I can just also draw an arc. Even if I draw an arc also, I can just transfer. But let us say if I have more number of points here, d distance will be different for different points. So obviously you need to draw so many arcs. So that is not a very meaningful solution. The simple solution is wherever you have the top view, draw this 45 degrees line, then draw a horizontal projector and draw a vertical projector. And this vertical projector intersects with the projector which is drawn from the front view. That intersection point we are going to get A double dash, which is the side view point. Now the next question is, which side view is that? Now since this particular problem is corresponding to first angle projection, I told you just now that to draw the side view, I need to view from the left. Since I am viewing from the left, this particular side view will be what side view then? It is a left side view. So I will say this as LSC. Remember, left side view. Okay. So wherever you wanted to draw the side view for a first angle projection problem, if I want you to draw the left side view, you should remember that it should be projected onto the right profile plane, so that your side view are going to get onto your right side. Okay, now in general, let us say I want you to draw the right side view. Then how do you get the right side view? To get the right side view, I need to view from the right. If I want to view from the right, I need to project it onto my left profile LPP, which is rotated to the other side. So that I can say that if I want to draw the right side view, the side view should be projected onto the left side of this particular top and front view, so that I will get RSC. Is it clear? Now, since I told you that this particular point may be in any quadrant, it may be in first quadrant, second, third or fourth. But what is the general procedure we have seen here? The general procedure is wherever you have the front view, in line with that we will get the side view, and wherever you have the top view, draw the 45 degrees line to transfer this d distance, so that I can draw this horizontal projector and vertical projector, and intersection with this projector through the front view will give the side view. Now let us use the same procedure if you have the point in any quadrant. Okay, because it is not required for me to illustrate for all the not required. So always you need to understand the concept. So once you understand the concept, then we are going to develop some procedure. So use that procedure so that I can draw the projection of points if it is in any quadrant, so that even the side view also can just do it. Okay. Now let us at the heck of it, let us say a point is in second quadrant. Okay. Now tell me if the point is in second quadrant, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by point in second quadrant? Let us say we draw XY line. So if I say a point in second quadrant, means both top view and front view will be above XY line. Okay, now let us say I will consider, let us say this is B dash, let us say this is B. So B dash means what? Distance from HP. And what is your top view? B means distance from BB. So since the point is in second quadrant, I can say that this particular point B is above HP and behind BP. Okay, now anyway already we know how to draw the top and front view. Now let us say I want to draw the side view. Let us say I want to project onto my right profile plane. Okay, now since I want to project onto my right profile plane, where do you draw your X1 line? X1 level line should be on to the right side. Okay, let us draw the on the right side. And let us say this is X1, Y1. Let us give this distance as some S distance. But generally, if I don't give this distance, yes, we can conveniently draw X1, Y1 line anywhere at the convenient distance. Okay, now I want to draw the profile view. So, how do you draw the profile view? I told you that profile view or the side view point and the front view point should be in line with one another. So, I will draw a projector through this. They are in line now, similar to what we are seeing there, in line. Then, wherever you have the top view point, I need to draw the 45 degrees line. Now, in which quadrant it is? If you have in this particular quadrant. Now, where do you draw 45 degrees line? Then I will draw here itself. I will draw 45 line here. 45 degrees. Then, to get that point D, what I should do? I will draw a projector like this, horizontal projector, then vertical projector, so that this intersection will be your P double dash. Understood? As you can see, you have to simply follow the procedure. But now, especially if the point is in second quadrant, I told you that in the second quadrant problem, if I look from the front, what will happen? Plane will be in between. Whereas, if I look from the top, which will be in between? Observer. So, obviously, here I cannot say whether it is right side view or left side view, because the observer can view either from this. Let us say if I view from the left side, then your object will be in between. Let us say if you view from the right side, plane will be in between. So, obviously, there is a dilemma. So, obviously, when the point is in second quadrant, I will never say that whether it is really right side view or left side view. Simply it is the same thing. Is it okay? But anyway, generally when you have an object, we don't want to keep the object in second quadrant. Why? Because if I want to keep it here, both front view, top view will overlap. So once it overlaps, it becomes more headache for us. So obviously nobody will view the object or keep the object either in second quadrant or in fourth quadrant. Okay, now let us say if I want to consider a point is in third quadrant, I will draw XY line. Okay, now we know that if the point is in third quadrant, then point is, let us say some point C. C is below HP and behind VP. Since the point C is below HP, where do you get your front view? Front view will be below XY line and top view will be above XY line. Let us do that. Let us say this should be C, this should be C dash. So C distance is what I said. Top view distance always I consider that as some D distance. I will consider this as some H distance. Now let us now also consider that we wanted to project it onto my right profile plane. If I say right profile plane, that particular plane should be to the right side of the top view and front view. Okay, now let me consider this X1, Y1. X1, Y1, and again this distance I can take it as some S distance. Okay. Now I want to draw the side view. So again remember, I told you that wherever you have the front view, in that particular quadrant, I will get the side view. That is, I should draw a projector like this. So upon this projector, I should get C double dash. And wherever you have the top view, I need to transfer this D distance. To transfer this D distance, we are going to consider this 45. So, in general, I can say that wherever you have this top view, I will draw this 45 line. Then, to transfer the D distance, the procedure is draw a horizontal projector and draw a vertical projector. Intersection will give C double dash. Okay, now tell me, which side is this? Okay, now if I consider the problem in third quadrant, then what will happen? We know that always the plane will be in between. Now since the plane is in between, since plane is in between, okay, now let us say view from the front. Now I consider this plane. What is this plane I said? RPP. Now if I look from the front, observer, plane, object. If you look from the top, observer, plane, object. Would you say that your plane is in between? Now, if I want to consider and if I want to view from the side, I need to follow the same convention. So, what is the convention? Your plane should be in between. Then, where do you view that? Either you view from left side or view from right side. I will view from right side only. Why will you view from right side? If I view from right side, observer, plane, object. So, that is, I am satisfying that condition. That is the reason I had to view like this. So, if I view like this, for the observer, I am viewing from which direction? From the right side I am viewing. Since I am viewing from the right, and again I am going to rotate like this, then I am going to rotate in that way. Okay, because anyway you know that vertical plane is here, always third quadrant is open up down. So that your top view will come above, front view will be below. Now RPP I should be in the same direction. Okay, that is wherever I am viewing, I am viewing in the same direction. So obviously, this particular side view, what you are going to get, will be which side view then? Which is nothing but right side view only. So I will let RSP. So the general conclusion is, in the case of third quadrant problems, the right side view comes on to the right side only, and the left side view comes on to the left side only. But in first quadrant, there is a distinction. So in the case of first quadrant, left side view projected onto my right side and right side view projected onto my left side. Remember, so those are the important points to remember. Finally, if the point is in fourth quadrant, just check out it, I will just complete that also. Let us say a point is in fourth quadrant. So what do you do in a fourth quadrant problem? Both top and front view should be below xy. So let me consider that. Let us say the point E dash and E. Let me consider anyway. So E dash means what distance? That is, the point is h distance below the HP. Now what is this E distance means? The point is D distance in front of VP. Okay, now I want to draw this. Let us say I want to project onto my left profile plane. So what to be left profile plane? Left profile plane always has to be onto the left side of the top and front view. So I will consider here. Let us say this is x1, y1. Okay. Now, as usual, wherever there is a front view, I should get the side view. So I will draw this projector like this. And wherever you have the top view, I should draw this 45 degrees line to transfer the VP distance. So this is 45 degrees. Then, to transfer the VP distance, I will draw a projector like this. I will draw a projector like this. So that this intersection will be your VW dash. That is your central point. Understood? I think you have to simply follow this particular procedure so that I can get the projection of points, or I can draw all the three views of the particular point. Thank you.